All right, so we got to season 6, mid-season premiere, and it was pretty good. Real quick, I tuned into Talking Dead because I wanted to see the guy who played the wolf. Because I thought he was cool. I thought, he played a really creepy dude and he did it in such a comfortable way. I liked it. Turns out he's Australian, completely let down. Not that I've got anything against Australians. I am just sick of them hiring non Americans to play Americans. They just, oh, we're so cool. Yeah, that horse has been beaten to death. Let's move on. So let's get to the show. We got, they're driving around. We got some Negan dudes. They're like, get out of the truck, man. Everything you own belongs to me. Who the hell are you? I don't know. I'm just saying it belongs to me. All right. And I know, I get it. This scene was designed to make me go, yeah, badass. We kick ass. And it worked, because I'm sitting there going, there is something so delightfully overkill about shooting a bunch of bikers with a freaking rocket launcher. I'm like, oh, are we back in Grand Theft Auto? Because it was pretty cool. So anyway, those guys are gone. They just get obliterated because Daryl Dixon, whoa, kicked their ass. And like I said, I know that, it's supposed to be, it's supposed to make me get that reaction, but sometimes you just don't want to be a cynic. I mean, for the love of God, I've been waiting 2 months for this, so I'm okay with it. Then we get back to the Walker town, and we got Sam and whatever Jesse and Ron and idiot Carl and Father Gabriel and Rick. Hey, real quick, Rick. Remember when you killed that surgeon? She thought you were going to hook up with his wife? Yeah, how'd that work out for you? Okay, so anyway. And I know what you're all thinking. You're like, oh, Dom hates Sam. He's so happy. And I am. I'm glad Sam is dead. But I need to point out, Sam had a horrific mother. She was horrible. She was the worst mother on the planet. Father Gabriel walks over and goes, look, this kid's a frickin' mess. Better let him come with me. Man, nah, he's better off out here with the walkers. Are you sure? Because the kid looks like he suffered some kind of massive head trauma. He's got that look in his face. Maybe he should come with me. No, I know my son better than you. He's not going to panic. Okay. So basically, the kid panics and everyone ends up dying. Ron shoots Carl in the eye. Now look, I like Ron. He's a handsome kid. He's an okay kid. He's the anti-Carl. But Ron, I'm pissed off at you. If you're going to shoot somebody, shoot him in the heart. You shot Carl in the frickin' eye and he's going to live. Because you want to know something? I hate Carl. Carl's a little piece of crap. Rick, oh, I want to save Carl. You know what, Rick? I'm in your camp, but I don't agree with you. Let that jerk die. You got Judith. She's adorable. You don't need Carl anymore. Okay, so that all happens. Then we cut on to Glenn. And Glenn and Enid, I got to say it again, Glenn. She's only 13. She's there to help you. She showed up to help you. Let shit sink in before you start demanding more shit. You're like a freaking drill sergeant, dude. Calm down. And I get that. But because I'm limited on time that I can record, I just got to say this real quick. Glenn, Enid, Maggie, they're becoming like the triple entente. Those three are buddies, so I think they're going to form some kind of pseudo family. Because she's gone from being massive pain in the ass to, well, what are your thoughts on that, Glenn? So clearly their relationship is developing, and not in some freaky, sick pedo kind of way. Glenn's not looking to get down her pants or anything. Okay, so we move on. We go to the wolf. The wolf, I got to tell you, I think Doc kind of had a little crush on the wolf. Maybe just a little Stockholm syndrome going on because she was looking at the wolf like, maybe you should throw me a good one, which is an odd look for a lesbian. I got to be honest with you, but anything, and she was just like, oh, she looked at him the same way I look at Carol. Like that. That's all I'm going to say. We don't need to go any further. But anyway, sticking to my theory that once you've been redeemed, you are dead because this dude went from, I'll cut your throat to, don't worry, I'm going to save you. He didn't even get the frickin' sentence out of his mouth before he was gone. Poof, adios, redeemed guy. So he's gone, Doctor safe. Carol, Carol, my love, my sweet God. There is something so hot about bloodthirsty Carol. It just makes a man's heart go boom, boom, boom. And that's exactly what you need on Valentine's Day. So, anyway, all right, Carol's back to killing her ways. Morgan, he's still a giant douche. Now, I know they said, hey, Morgan seems good. Morgan is a piece of crap. Get that guy out of there. You know, maybe he'll be redeemed and die soon. That would be awesome. Yeah. Okay, so we move on. Um, Carl's been shot. They get him to the infirmary. Rick freaks out. He's like, I feel the overwhelming need to kick ass. So he runs out there and just starts kicking ass. Now, it was a little unbelievable. I am in the Rick camp. I love Rick Grimes, and I love Killer Rick Grimes. But let me put it to you this way. Professional athletes can't swing a bat that long. And this guy's just going, 1, 2, 3, So that was a little bit less believable than Herschel's never-ending rifle from a few seasons back. But anyway, that's pretty cool because then everyone else is like, hey, I'm going to kick some ass. And they all run out there and start. Even Eugene starts kicking ass. And I'm like, uh-oh, Eugene's been redeemed. I hope he survives. So all that happens. Now, I didn't know this. Daryl drives up and starts dumping out a bunch of gas. And I'm like, what's with the gas? I'm like, aren't you going to burn down the town? But apparently they said he was dumping it all into a lake. So I'm all right with that. Town's safe. Everyone's safe. Good for that. Here's my thing real quick. I hope I don't run out of time. We got Negan coming. He minus roughly 12 guys, but he's coming. I hope they don't drown it out. And I hope it's not a show killer because from what I'm hearing, he takes a lot of bodies with him, and even though it's been 6 seasons and maybe some people are ready for it to be put to rest, believe it or not, I'm not. I mean, I still love this show. Hard to say I love it as much as the first season because I was amazed by the first season, but I am still very much in love with this show. So I'm hoping the Negan thing doesn't take too many bodies, but I think my hopes might not come true. Anyway, I'm running out of time. Was a great episode, not as good as the Carol kills all the wolves, and maybe tied with Walker Bomb Carol from Terminus, because that was a pretty good episode. There's a lot of crap going on in this episode, and I knew it was going to be hard for me to do a rant about it because there were just a lot of good things and not enough time. So maybe someday I'll get a real phone.